Hello, this one is 2.2. Today we're going to start going over matrices and some operations with those. To start off with, I'm going to give you some examples of what these vocab words mean. They will show up in questions. You're not going to be necessarily tested on what the vocab is, but they will show up in questions, so you need to know what they mean. The first one we have matrix. That is going to be a set of numbers that are in two brackets like this. And it's going to have different number of rows and columns in it. But just a really quick example of what a matrix would look like. It's going to look like this, where you have values separated by a space and then stacked on top of each other. With these, you do need to know the difference between rows and columns. Rows are the ones that are going to go left and right. Columns are the ones that are going to go up and down. So in this one, we have row 1 and row 2. And then columns, we start on the left side. We go left to right. This would be column 1, column 2, and column 3. Those are also going to be the dimensions of the matrix. So when we have dimensions, we take, we have the number of rows by the number of columns. So for this example, we had 2 rows by 3 columns. So we would write it a 2 by 3 for that matrix. Then the entries, those are the values listed in the matrix. So the 1, 2, 3, those are all entries for our matrix. Then for equal matrix, you want to make sure that they have the same dimensions. Also equal entries. All right. So if you have any questions on the vocab, make sure you are getting that clarified before you move on. So our first example, given the following matrix, identify the entries described. So we have a matrix. With this, we are going to have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. And then our columns start left to right. So we would have column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and column 5. If it's helpful to label them, you can do that. It's not required, but to avoid any confusion, I recommend it if you are struggling with identifying them. So A, we want row 3, column 1. That is going to be number 3. That is the entry in row 3, column 1. Next, for part B, row 2, column 5. So we go down to row 2, over to column 5. This one would have the entry of 6. Then lastly, row 4, column 2. This one has the entry of 3. Next, you are going to be drawing a matrix with the following dimensions. So remember, the first number is rows. So this one has 2 rows and then 3 columns. So 3 going across, 2 going up and down. When you are drawing a matrix, you need to put in entry values. So pick any random numbers that you want to list in here. I usually just start at 1 and work my way up. Some people put all 5s, all 2s, all 3s. It could be the same number. It doesn't matter as long as it's a 2 by 3. Okay. The next one, a lot of people get these ones mixed up. This letter B is a 1 by 4. So that means it's going 1 up and down and then 4 across. So it would look something like this matrix. Then for C, this one has 3 up and down and then just 1 across. And that would be an example of a matrix that's a 3 by 1. For these types of questions, I'm not looking about what numbers you put in. I am looking at the dimensions. So is it a 2 by 3? Is it a 1 by 4? Is it a 3 by 1? That is what you need to show with these problems. Okay, next, we're going to go over adding and subtracting in the next video.